Hi, I'm Mercy, and I play phone games so you don't have to. I've set out to play these games from ridiculous looking ads so you don't have to waste your time, money, or get your phone infected with nonsense. Today I played Alien Invasion by Crazy Labs Ltd. It's marketed as an arcade, role-playing, idle RPG, casual, monster, immersive, offline, single-player, stylized, with a 3.9 star rating and over 10 million downloads. I have been inundated with ads for this one lately, and initially they all look completely different. In some, we're shown dramatic scenes of IP ripoffs such as the Stranger Things Demogorgon, King Kong, and whatever this thing is, before it actually shows you any real gameplay. Others are capitalizing on the left gate, right gate type ads. Most of them have a bad AI voiceover, but to their credit, all of the ads do show some actual gameplay. I know. The bar is in hell. Opening up the game, we're dropped onto the moon and encouraged to start eating people. Alright, I can get behind that. It looks like we're in a science base taking revenge on the humans, but all dreams of satisfying murder are dashed when you realize that the gameplay is literally just walking into the mobs and waiting until they die. That's it. I will say, I actually kind of like the design of the alien. Despite looking like a kind of Temu Venom, his animation is pretty cool. He grows bigger when you level him up. You know, bare minimum kind of stuff. After a little bit, it gets a bit more interesting when you start being able to upgrade your alien. You start getting some quests. Quests are kind of weird though. At one point it asked me to harvest milk from these humans, which, like, yeah, okay. It's a real pity that the gameplay is super boring. The entire loop is you running into enemies and standing there until your inventory is full, then running back home to drop off your resources, hitting all the upgrade buttons. That's really it. In the ads, it at least looks somewhat satisfying to coop up all the humans, but in the actual game, you have this annoying progression bar that just sort of makes it really anticlimactic. The quests seem there as a real afterthought. They're purely to give you some motivation to keep going. From what I saw, there really wasn't any kind of progression. The game is marketed as an idle game, so it may be enjoyable if you want to have something brain dead to do while you're watching a movie. Maybe it's really low concentration on purpose, but honestly, it doesn't have any of the idle progression that you'd normally get with like a clicker game, nor does it have enough substance to qualify as an RPG, which, you know, it's also claiming to be an RPG. At 12 minutes in, the game starts asking me to subscribe, which gives you 50 premium currency, 3 times each of these keys, and no ads. I can get all this for the low price of $23.99 Australian per month, $170 a year, which works out to $14.16 per month, or their recommended price, which is actually the most expensive at $8.49 per week, or $33.96 per month, which gets you 3 days for free. Whoopee! But they also tried super hard to make it seem cheaper by listing it as a weekly fee instead of a monthly fee like the others. So, like, you for that. About 20 minutes in, I start wanting to gouge my eardrums out from listening to this music. It's not terrible, but it's also just the same 4 nondescript bars of electronic doof repeating over and over again with some sci-fi synth over the top. It drove me insane. 25 minutes in, and I start getting hit with relentless, unskippable ads. You know, the bad ones where you have to click and then you have to watch more ad, and then you click on the X, and it's a whole thing. I also start getting a pop-up for this welcome pack. This may be showing up now to seem reasonable in contrast to the $170 it tried to get out of me 10 minutes ago. When I decline, it counter-offers me with a better deal. When I decline a second time, it pops up again with a third offer. I'm still not having it, obviously. Just leave me alone. Oh my god. From here on, it all goes downhill. Every time I upgrade, it asks me if I want to use premium currency. My sidebar stacks up with limited offer, once in a lifetime deals. I keep getting pop-ups for events, items, offers of extra stuff if I'll please watch an ad. Just please watch an ad, please. A lot of the ads show you fighting giant scorpions, going through portals, exploring different biomes, evolving yourself into these cool new forms. I'll give it some benefit of the doubt because I only played for like an hour and a half, but I didn't see anything that looked like any of this. My rating system has 3 criteria. Honesty, how similar it is to the ads I've seen. Money, how much it tries to get out of you, and how hard they try to convince you, and how many ads they shove down your throat. Fun. Is the gameplay legitimately interesting, enjoyable, or entertaining? Despite the clickbaity beginnings, blatant franchise ripoffs, and really annoying AI voice, I have to say, all the ads I saw do contain legitimate gameplay for this game. The ads are annoying, sure, but they all do contain gameplay that looks really similar to what the game actually is. For this reason, we're going to go with a 3 out of 5 for honesty. Honestly, this was so irritating from about 20 minutes into playing until I finally gave up and threw my phone across the room. This game spams you constantly with ads and offers, even giving you 3 at a time when you keep clicking no. I will sometimes pay the once-off fee to remove ads from games I'm legitimately enjoying, but this game has the audacity to charge an ongoing subscription fee just to avoid them. I have honestly never seen this before. I wish I had this much confidence in literally any aspect of my life. Oh, to have the confidence of this game asking me to pay a subscription, a monthly fee. We're giving this one a pretty low rating of 1 star. I could have given it the lowest of 0.5, but I'm holding out for when I inevitably find something worse. This game was a little bit fun. It's satisfying to chase down your targets and nom them. I just wish they did something other than run in vague circles while you sat on top of them. The quests give you a tiny bit of direction, but seeing this is marketed as an RPG, I was severely disappointed, and it doesn't meet the criteria of an idle game either, so I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5. That brings us to a total of 6 stars out of 15. Let me know in the comments if you played this one and which ad has been annoying you lately.